Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class. So, now we are going to start a new chapter, that is what a cash book. Cash book is a book of primary entry in which cash and bank transactions are recorded in chronological order, that is, in the order they are entered. That means, whatever the day to day transactions being incurred in an organization related to cash, these all transactions are going to be recorded in cash book. Receipts are recorded on debit side of cash book while payments are recorded on credit side of cash book. So whatever the receipts, these all receipts being recorded by in a debit side of cash book, and whatever payments being incurred in an organization, these payments will record in credit side of cash book. Now comes towards the feature of cash book. First one, that is only cash and bank transactions are recorded in cash book. That means only cash and bank transactions are recorded in cash book. Other than bank and cash transactions will not be entertained or will not record these transactions in a cash book. Now comes towards the second point, that is cash receipts and check deposited are recorded on debit side while cash and check payments are recorded on credit side. So whatever cash receipts or check deposited into the bank, these all transactions will record in debit side of cash book, and while the cash payment and checks payments are being recorded in credit side of cash book. Now comes towards the point 3, that is it performs the functions of both general and ledger at the same time. That means whatever the initial transactions being conducted in an organization, these all cash related transactions will use to record cash book. So the cash book performs all the functions of both, that is general and ledger at the same time. Got it? Now proceed towards the kinds of cash book. So we'll discuss the kinds of cash book. Here there are two kinds of cash book. First one, that is single column cash book, and second one, that is double column cash book. Under single column cash book or simple cash book, for recording cash transactions only. I repeat, for single column cash book or simple column cash book or simple cash book will use to record only cash related transactions in books of accounts. But under double column cash book will record cash as well as bank balances or bank related transactions in cash book. You can see over here, that is recording of cash and bank transactions, and here you can see that in single column cash book will record only cash transactions in cash book. So proceed towards the single column cash book. So what is single column cash book? So single column cash book looks like an account with one column on each side, one column each side. That means this is what a debit side and this is what a credit side. So this is one column here and one column here, isn't it? So one column on each side. On left hand side receipts of cash are recorded, and on right hand side payments are recorded. So in left hand side all cash receipts will be recorded here in this debit side, and whatever payments incurred in an organization, this all cash payment will record in credit side or right hand side in cash book. Got it? So you can see the specimen of cash book, single column cash book. So here we are having total 10 column. First column shows the debit side, second column shows the particulars, third column shows the voucher number, fourth column shows the ledger folio, and fifth column shows the amount. Like that, in credit side, date column, particulars, voucher number, LF, that is ledger folio, and amount. Remember one thing, children, that all receipts of cash being recorded in debit side, and all payments of cash will record where in a credit side. Got it? So I hope you all have understood the concept of single column cash book or simple cash book. Clear? So let's proceed towards the one question to discuss this single column cash book. Here you can see in question, prepare single column cash book for the month of April 2020 from following transactions of Amitabh of Chennai. So you can see that April 20, that is 1st April, the balances is cash in hand 25,000. So how will record these transactions? As we know, on 1st April we have discussed earlier also that whatever the balances appear at the beginning of the month, these balances are going to be recorded balance brought down. So you can see the solution here in books of Amitabh Chennai cash book will write on 2020 to balance brought down 25,000, because we know very well that cash is an asset for us and it is having positive or debit balance in an organization. Now comes towards the another transaction, that is April 2nd, cash sales 2,20,000. So again we are receiving the cash after selling the commodities. So this 2,20,000 will be recorded where in a debit side in cash book. You can see that April to sales account, that is 2,20,000. Again comes towards the April 3rd, deposited cash in bank. So here in these transactions we are depositing the cash to the bank. So this is the process of cash outflow from the business, and we know very well the general entry for this transaction will be bank account debit to cash account. So we'll record this transaction in a credit side. You can see that April 3rd by bank 2 lakhs rupees. Now comes towards the fourth transaction, that is issued check to our creditors 49,000 after deducting cash discount of 3,100. So here we are issuing the check to the creditor after deducting cash discount of 3,100. But right now we have issued the check, not yet paid through cash. That's why this is non-cash transaction and this transaction will not record in a cash book. You can see that this transaction has not been recorded in solution. Okay, you can see this is April 3rd where we have deposited the amount of cash into the bank. This transaction already being recorded on April 3rd and there is no any other transaction of April 3rd in credit side of cash book. Now comes towards the another transactions, that is April 4th, wages paid in cash. So wages paid in cash. So here that is cash is going to be out from our business and this is outflow of cash. That's why this is payment of cash. That's why it is going to be recorded in a credit side with an entry by wages account, that is 22,500. Now proceed towards the another transactions, that is cash sales. Cash sales worth rupees 1,80,000. So cash sales, again we are receiving cash in our business. So this cash sales will record in a debit side of the cash book. So again we'll record this transaction in debit side, that is April 4th to sales account, that is 1,80,000. Now comes towards the another transaction, that is April 7th, deposited cash in bank. Again this is the transactions of cash outflow from the business and we are depositing the cash into the bank. So the general entry we know very well, bank account debit to cash account. and this is the process of outflow. So we'll record this transaction in credit side of cash book, like by bank account 1,50,000. Got it? Now again comes towards the another transactions, that is paid cash to transporter against their bill number 256 on goods sold. So we have sold the goods, and this is the carriage. Okay, this is the carriage expenses which we have incurred in way of paying cash to the transporter, isn't it? So this is the transaction of carriage outward, and this is the transaction of outflow of cash. So we'll record this 4,500 in a credit side of cash book, that is by carriage outward 4,500. Clear? Now proceed towards the another transactions, that is paid cash for receipts. That means here, paid cash for repairs. So here we are paying cash for repairs worth rupees 2,000 over here. So this is also a case of outflow of cash from a business. So this is also being recorded way in a credit side by entry of buy repairs account 2,000 April 20. Now comes towards the another transactions, that is purchase goods on credit from you and company. So this is not a cash transactions, that's why this transaction will not record in cash book. You can see there is no any other transactions of April 21st in our cash book. You can see here, after April 20 there is another transaction on April 28, and here is no any other transaction of April 21st in this cash book. So we will not record the transaction of April 21st, that is paid goods, purchase goods on credit from you and company in a cash book. Now comes towards the April 28, that is paid cash to Sunil, a creditor, after deducting discount of 500. So right now we are paying cash to our creditors after deducting a discount of 500. That means how much amount we are paying to our creditor, that is 9,500. So here we'll pay 9,500 to our creditors, and this is outflow of cash. So again we'll record in credit side of cash book, like by Sunil 9,500. Now comes towards the another transactions, that is paid electricity bill in cash. So we are paying electricity bill in form of cash, so it's also an outflow of cash. That's why these transactions will record very in a credit side of cash book of rupees 9,000. So you can see that this also being recorded very in a credit side of cash book April 29 by electricity expenses account, that is what a 9,000 rupees. And comes towards the last transactions, that is April 30, cash collected from Mahesh, that is what a data 45,000 after allowing a discount of 2,500. So here we are collecting the amount of 45,000 from a data, that is Mahesh. Okay, after allowing that is 2,500 as a discount. So the roll of cash, that is 4,500 being received from Mahesh. This 45,000 will record in a cash book. So will record in a debit side of cash book, because this is the case of inflow of cash in the concern. So will record in debit side April 30 to Mahesh 45,000. And at last we'll do the total of debit and total of credit as we done in a ledger, and find out which side is maximum. And we can see that this is the debit side, and total debit side is 4,70,000, and here in total credit side the sum of these all transactions, that is what a 3,97,500. So we know that we'll record the total of both the side as same, and the differences amount will write by balance carried down, that is 4,70,000 minus 3,97,500, and the balancing figure will be 72,500. This will be recorded by the credit side of cash book, and after the completion of this month, this balance being transferred to the next month, that means on May 1st, like an entry of to balance brought down 72,500. So I hope this is clear to you all, and you all have understood the concept of cash book. Now this is the end of today's video, and try to solve some questions with the help of your book. And that's all for today. Thanks for listening, and as always, God bless you all.